comment section of this video. I mean, what do you guys think down there in YouTube comment section? Is it possible to get too meta? Super easy. Barley and inconvenience. Right, okay, that's pretty much all they say down there, I think.
Hey guys, my name's Dan, and today's reaction is the She-Hulk pitch meeting. Now, this is one of those pitch meetings that I'm not really too crazy about reacting to, only because people get a lot of hate online, whether they hated it or whether they liked it. So I'm just going to preface this right now, because with these, I always give my opinions at the very end of each of these pitch meetings, is that there's nothing motivating, there's nothing outside force motivating my opinion on what I'm about to say. There is only what I saw throughout the entirety of the show, and that's it. Nothing else. So before we get into things here, if you do enjoy other pitch meetings, I've reacted to a ton of them for you. And if you want to see future reactions that I do, you can go right below this video, click the like button, the subscribe button, and the notification bell, because not only does it let you see past, present, and future reactions that I do, but also helps with YouTube algorithm, helps get more eyes on my channel. And speaking about getting more eyes on channels, go on over and support the pitch meeting channel and Ryan George's channel. He's the one who puts all the pitch meetings together. And without any further ado, let's go.
You have some new Disney Plus content for me? Yes, sir, I do. Although I am kind of worried we might be oversaturating people with Marvel stuff at the moment. Maybe we should take a breather between projects for a sec. No. Well, okay then. Okay. So I was making my way down the list of Marvel characters we haven't brought into the MCU yet, and I was thinking we could make a She-Hulk show. Oh yeah, we haven't done that character yet. Nope. That sounds like money to me. Yeah, and it's a real fun character, because in the comics, she was breaking the fourth wall even before Deadpool. You know, I can see that working well in Deadpool movies or comic books, but do you think it might lower the impact of the overall MCU to have a character that knows that they're in a cinematic universe? Hey, shut up. So we're gonna meet Jennifer Walters, who's a lawyer and also Bruce Banner's cousin. He's from the movies. He sure is, sir. And so they get into a car accident and she gets some of his blood in her blood. Oh, unexpected blood combos are tight. Okay, and so since they're related, she turns into a Hulk as well. Oh, wow, wow, wow. Wow. And so Bruce is gonna show her some cool stuff about being a Hulk, like you can drink alcohol and not get drunk. Why would you want that? Pretty cool, right? Not really. And so he's gonna teach her and try to guide her through these new powers, and she's gonna kind of make fun of him and insult him, so that's gonna be fun. That kind of makes her seem a little rude and mean. He's just trying to help her because he cares about her. Well, she doesn't really want his help, plus she's already kind of mastered the whole Hulk thing already. Oh, she has? Yes, sir. She's already fantastic and agile, and she could turn into She-Hulk at will without losing control of herself at all. How is that possible? I feel like it took Bruce a long time to master all that. Well, Jen explains to Bruce that because she's been catcalled and mansplained to, and some men are straight up dangerous, she's much better at controlling her anger than Bruce, because she's had to do it infinitely more than he has. Okay, yeah, no, I mean, I see what she's saying, and in no way do I want to belittle what women have to go through at all. Careful. But also, she's saying this to Bruce Banner, who saved the planet multiple times and lost his best friend and his love interest and was turned into a monster and chased by governments and turned into a gladiator slave on an alien planet, tried to take his own life. It's like, of all people, Bruce? Yeah, okay, so I hear what you're saying, and it's actually not okay for you to point that out. Oh, okay, my bad. Right. No, it's too late. You're on a list now. You can't have any opinions about this show without being classified as being on one extreme of a very complicated issue. Ah, dang it, I hate being on lists. So anyway, Jen goes back to her life as a lawyer, and during a trial, a super-powered influencer, which is a thing in the MCU now apparently, burst through the wall. Uh-oh. And so then towards the end of the first episode, Jen's gonna turn into She-Hulk, and everyone's gonna learn that she has powers. Wow, and so what else do we find out in the first episode? Oh, well, you know Captain America? Yeah. He put his pee-pee in a lady. What? Then Jen gets fired from her lawyer job and gets hired at another firm to start like a superhero law division. Okay, so this becomes kind of like a lawyer show. Ah, kinda. Sometimes. A little. You know how to write courtroom scenes? Nope, and then so also it's gonna be kind of a slice of life kind of show, like Jen's gonna go on dates and stuff. Right, okay, does she also fight crime, or not so much? So like, what happens? Oh, well, stuff. You know, sometimes. All right, can you You gotta give me something, please.
No.
Well, at a certain point, she's gonna represent Emil Blonsky, so that's gonna be pretty cool. I don't think I know who that is. Remember, you know, he was in the movie, the 14 years ago, he was in the movie. Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, no, it wasn't a super memorable character, but yeah. Well, that doesn't really matter, to be honest, because he's just a completely different character now. Oh, okay, great. It's all connected. Also, Wong is gonna show up sometimes. He's from the movies. He is. He's gonna become friends with this girl, Madison. And what's her deal? She's always drunk, and she's the absolute best part of the show. Nice. Also, at a certain point, She-Hulk is gonna twerk with Megan Thee Stallion. What? Superheroes don't usually twerk? Exactly. So people are gonna be like, what? And then other people are gonna be, you know, deeply angry about it.
Apparently.
Oh my god, what? You know, see, that's gonna be kind of a thing in the show. We're gonna kind of rile up angry internet dudes and then make fun of them for getting riled up. That's gonna be really good for the state of internet discourse, yeah.
Yeah,
it's gonna help with all the toxicity online, I'm pretty sure. So any interesting plot threads or anything I should know about? Oh, there's like this group of toxic dudes that call themselves Intelligentsia, and they're trying to get some of She-Hulk's blood. Oh boy, I bet that's gonna come into play later. What the hell was that noise? It was Oh yeah, I heard it. What did it mean, though? Well, see, we're gonna get to the finale, and it's gonna be set up like a big Marvel showdown, you know? Oh, okay. So there's gonna be this toxic dude that turns into a Hulk, and then Bruce shows up, and Abomination's there, and it's gonna be this big showdown type thing. Uh-oh, gonna be hard for her to get out of that situation. Actually, it's gonna be super easy. Barely an inconvenience. Oh, really? Yeah, see, Jen is gonna break the fourth wall and be like, is this working for anyone? Okay. She's gonna be like, this is kinda crappy, right? Where this show's going, it's not good. We're making the show. We are, yeah. And so then she's gonna go into the Disney Plus menu and eventually into the She-Hulk writer's room. What is going on? Then eventually meet with the head of Marvel, who, as it turns out, is just this creatively bankrupt robot algorithm making formulaic decisions based on what it thinks is popular. Kinda hurtful. And so she's gonna get him to solve the few problems that were actually happening in the show, and then we're pretty much done. So does just pointing out that the writing wasn't very good make it better in some way? God, I hope so. Do you think we risk making any future She-Hulk or even Marvel projects less captivating by having a super meta character that can literally change the script of the shows and movies she's in? I don't think you could ever go too meta, sir. Isn't that right, future me who's editing this video? You know, that's a great question, but again, I'm just filming myself pretending to edit this video. You know, I'm not actually editing this right now. Oh, maybe we should check with the comments section of this video. I mean, what do you guys think down there in YouTube comment section? Is it possible to get too meta? Super easy. Barely an inconvenience. Right, okay, that's pretty much all they say down there, I think. So anyway, what do you think? Why'd you just zone out for like 30 seconds? So anyway, what do you think? I mean, it sounds like a pretty good time. I just feel like it's missing a little something to make sure that people tune in. I've got just the thing.
Oh dear, yep, there it is. Daredevil made his appearance in the show. All right, okay, so I actually didn't mind the whole breaking the fourth wall thing at the beginning. I thought that was fine. I actually enjoyed that female character with Wong calling him Wongers. I thought that was absolutely hilarious. And I actually didn't really mind seeing She-Hulk twerk at all. I thought it was, you know, interesting to see that finally you can see a superhero character sort of let loose a little bit, sort of have a bit of fun. And it was an end credits thing, and people were getting all riled up about it. I thought it was fine. And then, you know, seeing Daredevil get introduced to it, that was probably like the best part throughout the show. Their sort of interaction was great. And I've kind of felt like the Matt Murdock character kind of stayed true to how he was back on the Netflix show for Daredevil. But with everything else, with the Intelligentsia, they're supposed, in the comics, they're supposed to be like the super, obviously, intelligent group that's like supposed to be badass and all that, but they end up turning out to be straight up incels. And, you know, of course, you know, Jennifer gets upset about all this because, you know, revenge porn is fucked up. Pardon my French there. But then at the very end of all of this, you know, we didn't really get any sort of satisfying resolution to this show, because we saw it's like, oh, we're admittedly opening up to the fact that the writing has been great, the lawyer stuff hasn't been great. What are we doing? All this sort of stuff, and then everything sort of gets wrapped up without actually seeing it getting wrapped up, right? Just nothing happened. We didn't see Jennifer learn anything. There wasn't any sort of big conclusion at the end of the show. The bad guys did get what's coming to them, but all happened, I guess, off screen from Kevin. And then it just ended up with Matt Murdock with Jennifer's family, and they're all sort of just like all happy and all go lucky sort of thing. And it's just like, so then what was the point of the show? Like what? There's supposed to be a lesson. There's supposed to be like a final thing. I mean, I know they tried to go like their own way with it or whatever, but like one openly admitting the fact that the writing wasn't good, and then riling up people for the sake of just doing so instead of just putting on an entertaining show, which they very well, you know, they could have. The woman who was playing Jennifer Walters was pretty great. Seeing Daredevil back in was awesome. But this other stuff, it just wasn't for me. And if you got any sort of enjoyment out of this, if you really enjoyed the show, you enjoy how it ended, that's fine. It just wasn't for me. I just hope that we sort of like, when they like learn their lesson from this whole thing moving forward. So, you know, we make an entertaining show, because they write the show, right? They're writing the show. So make the show entertaining, make it fun, because that's what these superhero shows are supposed to be. They're supposed to be fun. And even when Deadpool was breaking the fourth wall, it was fun. At no point was anybody sort of like insulted. It was just silly, stupid humor that was fun, and it was funny. And I do believe that the She-Hulk character can be redeemed. It's just whether they really want to, and I don't even know if there's going to be a second season. I don't know if that's going to be a thing that's going to be confirmed in the future. So I guess we'll just have to wait and see on that. But that's going to do it for me here. And before I go, though, I want to give a huge shout out to all of my $5 and up supporters on Patreon: Luchador, Cruising, Wolverine 310, Multi-Disturb 666, Jordan Berg, Kester Kronich, Amber K, Raymond Bright, Joshy, Chris Curtis, Jeremiah McCarroll, and Camden Hawley. And if you too like to have your name read at each and every one of my videos, plus many other fun goodies, maybe have me react to a past pitch meeting or two, or checking out daily anime reactions, please head on over to patreon.com/DDMReactor. Link will be right there, and a description with many different tiers for you to choose from. Also, if you would like to have an easier way to get in contact with me, maybe talk a little bit about She-Hulk, maybe talk a little bit about Marvel, please head on over and join the channel Discord, reach out with others about other reactions I've done, find out just a little bit more about me, or about this week's reaction schedule. And with that being said, comment down below, let me know what you thought about She-Hulk. Please leave a like if you enjoyed. Also want to see past reaction I've done to other pitch meetings. Nice playlist right over there for you. Share this video. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Ring notification bell because I put new videos every single day. And I'll see you guys next time.